So we got those fish moved yesterday on the east side out of the other growing one pond, and the new pond that we built this year to grow some other stuff on is starting to get a bit crowded as the fish go on it, and you can start to see some of the fish just not growing as quickly as the others. So this morning I just want to separate out some. Now we've got another free pond. I'm going to separate out some of the bigger fish. Hopefully that'll allow the smaller ones to catch up. I think in this pond there's probably about 140 tosi we put in. By the looks of things, some of the fish will be up to about 35, 37 cm. With some Isa show that we had left over from the growing show, I just kept a few back for myself just to see what I could do with them. Just and a mixture of other stuff, some Ginrin chagois, karachi gois, some metallic stuff, and a few of the long fins just to grow them on. Yeah, but it's done really well so far, this pond. It's only built it this year, so it's its first year. Just took a while to get it matured. We're still getting a wee bit of residual ammonia and nitrite in the pond, but then we're feeding a massive amount of food, and it's only filtered by the 24-inch K+ speed filter from Evolution Aqua. I think it's getting probably about a kilo and a half of food a day, which is a lot into 1,600 gallons of water. So I'm just going to put this down here, we'll start catching these up. Yeah, probably want to get about 20 fish out of this, 25 fish. Just all the bigger stuff. Just the bigger one. Just to show it, the Tansu show as well. Well.
Nice bit of water.
Fish are lively enough. Its water temperature is sitting at about 27 degrees, so we want to be very, very fast. That's a Shintaro show of that one. Looks really nice. Keep a count of how many fish there is there as well, Kane, for us. Two go sanky, yeah. Squeezy, squeeze it. counting them? Both of them, yeah. Not take long to dry out. What? Yeah, that's alright, keep going. Move the other air stone into that one as well until we're ready to.
Yeah.
Nope. Just that one. That's right. You see any other bigger shows and kohakus around? And one there's one of the Isa ones too. What's that? Yeah, I don't think they're all the Isa stuff. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, I think that's them all caught up now. Move the camera around, let you have a look at them. That's all the show is all caught up now. A couple of kohakus and a couple of sankis in amongst it. I have a wee bit of sedate in this bowl to try and calm them down. The water temperature is nearly 27 degrees, so the fish are going a bit mad. We'll flip them over in here and measure them a few at a time just to see what sort of sizes we're getting, just to get a rough idea. The growth's been very good, but the colour's down on the fish, and now that's one of the reasons I want to separate these out, so they can start feeding a bit of colour food to lift the colour in the skin up again. Obviously keep them growing as well. It's one of the first Isas. I'll do 3 or 4 at a time probably. And just have a look at the size of them. Not much in the way of sumi up on them at the minute, just due to the temperatures, but let's say once we go through the growing season, then the temperatures cool down a bit, we can worry about growth then. So that one's 38 centimeters, 36, 34, 33, 32. They're not bad growth, like, but with the amount of fish in there, it's always going to be a struggle to get massive growth out of them, like. But hopefully now they're separated, we should see a big improvement in the growth rates. I think that's Rob's fish. Probably one of my favourite, not the biggest growth, like, but I just like the pattern in that one. Some of these are from Marido as well. That's 34, 32, 34, 34. So yeah, pretty good growth on those. Consider they were 20 centimeters when I put them in. like to see these get up to 40 to 45 over the next couple of months. And a big improvement hopefully in the colour on the skin. Some of the smaller ones now. I say some of these were Mardo, which were even smaller. I think they were like 15 cm. That's 33, 30, 30, 33, yeah, 32, 33 again. Got to be an interesting one. Big heavy block of Benny on the back, but a nice Maritime spot for plenty of sumi to come up through the head and the nose. Same on this one. A lot more sumi to come up on this one, probably when the temperatures drop a bit. This one here, a bit of an interesting pattern. If he gets this sumi, comes up through the head here and here, starting to show. Be a lovely fish. I think I'll just sort these now. I've gone through the best ones. Another big one there. Another good one. Nice Kindai shore, that one. But yeah, sort of a good average of sizes, probably all in and around the 30 to 35. I think the biggest is about 37, 38, which isn't bad growth, probably 15, 16 cm growth. You probably could have got more if there was less fish in the tanks, but more than happy with the growth so far. These are some of these smaller ones are from Shintaro and Marado. They were a lot smaller. They were only sort of 12 cm when they first came in. This is actually one of my favourites. It's from, I remember that one's from Shintaro. It was one of the very small fish, probably only 12 cm when it came in. This one's Isa. Marado. Yeah, so even the smaller ones are sort of sitting around the 29 cm. And considering they were sort of 12 to 14 cm when they went in, that's pretty good growth. Yeah, this one is a Shintaro one. Does need a bit of work on the colour on it, but you can see the underlying sumi. When that went in the cold, when we brought it in the colder temperatures, all this black was solid, thick black. So I'd fully expect that to come back up again over the winter. These last four are all Marido Kohakus. I'd say this is probably growing the best. This is the biggest one out of the whole tank. A bit of a raised scale on that one. Really nice strong bodies on them. Particularly this one has a really nice high back on it. Good broad head. Good size of mouth on it as well. Looks really well. This one too, I say it's probably the biggest. Really nice pattern. Maybe this one's the biggest, but nice pattern, but it does have a bit of hay in the Motoguru. Or sorry, in the pectoral there. Let's say that. So 38. Nice strong patterns on these. The heat quality on these has actually stayed a lot better than the shows, so we mightn't have to work as hard to get these back up again. Really nice flowery pattern on that one. There we go. Get these last ones in and that's it. There we go. That's them all moved into the other grow out tank now. We get the temperature up on it now to 26-27 degrees for the next probably 2 months. Depends what the weather does. We'll try and hold these as high as we can for as long as we can. Or as long as I can afford to keep them at that temperature. And the food holds out. And say the amount of food we're getting now, that's probably we're going to up this now to maybe probably 1.5 kilos, 2 kilos a day, split between the 2 ponds. The Showa and the Sankey and the Kohakus that we've moved into here, we'll probably switch them up on the Saki Akari now, with a bit of coloured food mixed in with it, just to try and lift the demi quality on those fish. You always just worry that if you're pushing them on hard like that, if you don't keep the colour going in, the pattern can start to break apart. Well, we did have a few that happened to at the start, but that was more down to with a couple of pH crashes and just managing the KH properly in the ponds. Once we got that dialed in, we haven't had any more issues with that. So see how these go over the next month or two. I'll probably do another update video on these at the end of October. Thanks.